Guys, breaking down my thoughts for Thursday's session. So Thursday, July 22nd. Again, today, right idea was in play, right? Waiting for the break of this key zone. Kind of flip to the 1 hour real quick. Again, waiting for the break of this key zone. And really what you're seeing is price didn't even move 200 pips today during the NYSE session. So not much you can do. It ranged almost the entire day. You can look at the 15-minute chart. I mean, it did absolutely nothing. There was zero volume in the market. And again, we did have a good move yesterday, but it ranged right on this key level, so not much you can do. Executed buys right here. Ended up getting stopped at break even. Did end up flipping bias and took a very tiny loss. But beyond that, nothing you can really do with the lack of volume in the market. And when the market doesn't move, it's really out of your control. But breaking down my thoughts kind of heading into tomorrow. So again, we're creeping right back up to all-time high levels. Again, another really strong level here. Price is kind of getting to that point where it should begin to reject this zone. And things I'm keeping in the back of my mind, right? Again, we're reacting with the market. We're going with the overall momentum. So none of that really changes, but I do like to kind of paint the picture and kind of come up with like a storyline in my head as to what's making these moves make sense, right? Basically, Friday we had a really big move down, kind of that Delta variant, and then Monday was that continuation of that move. And then what we always see on Us30 is that move getting instantly refilled. It's a common theme. You look at the charts long enough, a lot of these moves get refilled fairly quickly. But in my opinion, there is a lot of negative news in the markets. There's a lot of negative news in the U.S. and globally with this new Delta variant. So really keeping that in mind, to me, again, we're going to go with the overall trend. If we do break above here, we'll be looking to tap into those all-time high levels again. But I would really anticipate a pullback, right? To me, there's not enough positive news. There shouldn't be enough positive driving force to really create another all-time high again. But that's just kind of my quick thoughts, right? You have this, once again, this strong level. This was our range we had all week last week. And we're getting to that area where the volume is going to start to die down because there's not going to be a lot of people trading in the market when the market's this high, right? When you have it down here and when you have the market pushing down, a little bit of negative news pushing it down, it drives that volume up. But when you start creeping up into these levels, we saw last week and we've seen previously, the volume just completely takes a dip. So again, it's same focus as always, not changing up these key levels just because they've held suit all the way through. But really looking at the breaking of this zone to overall kind of tap into this zone up here, right? All-time high levels. But if we do see, if we do begin to see price really reject this zone and pull back down, really looking to break below here to overall catch that move back down to that level we executed off of yesterday. Again, keeping pretty much everything in mind. Again, we're going with the overall momentum, breaking some of these key levels and targeting that next key level. It's been working for months and continuing that overall trend, but keeping that picture in mind that there is some negative news driving this force. So in my opinion, until we see some big numbers or positive reinforcement, it doesn't make much sense for me to believe we're going to crush some all-time high levels. We very well could, and we'll catch it if that does come into play. I'm not going in with a bias. I'm just kind of going in painting this story. You look at the daily time frame, we're right in that area where price has done several pullbacks, right? We've driven up here before. We're right in that general area. We've even driven up over here before and began that pullback, and that was with very little bad news in play. So keeping all that in mind, the move I hope we do see just volume-wise and just placement on the chart would be this move right here, would be the break of this key level to kind of target this overall move down here and kind of trade back within this beautiful range, smooth range, versus trading up here into this choppy area. But again, the levels hold. We know where we're at on the market, and we know where we're at price-wise. So keeping all that in mind, we'll go with the overall move. We'll go with the overall trend of the market for tomorrow. But I'm really anticipating a pullback. At least tomorrow. I'd like to see Friday pullback as well. But again, the market does what it does, and we'll react to it. But keeping that Delta variant in mind and keeping some of that negative vaccine news also in check, just to kind of reiterate my reasoning for looking to the downside here and looking for that overall pullback on this US30 current chart. But overall, it's kind of my thoughts, kind of my game plan. Looking at it on the 1 hour makes a lot of sense, right? Obviously, we've done our research. We have previous market structure to back up. The breaking this zone should tap into here. Same thing, breaking this zone, rejecting this up here, breaking this zone has a high probability of tapping into down here. We've seen it done many a times. We've executed on both these levels before, so it's nothing new. It's rinse and repeat, and just following the overall move of the market for tomorrow. But I think those two ideas hold suit and will look pretty good on the charts going into tomorrow, right? If this bullish momentum, for whatever reason, continues to run, we'll be looking to break this zone, target those all-time high levels once more. And if we do pull back and begin to see a little reaction to this news, breaking this zone to really target this move back down to here. And it's as simple as that, right? Maybe if the volume is a little bit lower again tomorrow, but hopefully we get a little bit more than 200 pips out of the whole day tomorrow. But maybe integrating one of those low time frame fibs on the lower time frame to maybe find that exact execution if we're not going to just drive and rip right through some of these zones. But overall, it's the same plan as always. Same key levels I marked up and printed out for everybody in here. So if you do have these levels mapped out and you are seeing a little bit of confidence and seeing how smooth some of these moves really can be throughout these zones, it's awesome. That's what it's really all about. And hope you're seeing how much these levels really do hold value, especially on the higher time frames, and then you can integrate it on the lower time frames and really see how price fails, and then does really break above, and then you see that boost in momentum really take over. But again, my quick thoughts and overall views heading into tomorrow's session. Really looking for price to reject this general area up here and then begin pulling back down into here. But like I said, if we do see volume pick up and the bullish momentum still continue to take over, breaking above here to kind of catch that overall move to the top side again. But nonetheless, good week. Can't really control today, but still up over 300 pips on the week, just right around 300 pips. So again, let's kick tomorrow and Friday, and let's end the week on a killer note. But yeah, nothing much more.